lot of students here have on-air aspirations. You talked about it before, having that curiosity is what you need. With people starting to look for jobs, what is the best piece of advice you can give that you also used in your career to further yourself?
Just be willing to go anywhere to fulfill your dream. I started in Waco, Texas, moved to Huntsville, Alabama, Greensboro, North Carolina, back to DC. My first job paid $16,000 a year, which I thought was the most money in the history of the world when it was offered to me. And just having an opportunity to go on that journey because I was willing to move and learn and grow and be around people that gave me the opportunity to grow and to learn and educate myself. So I think that if you love it, you'll sacrifice and do it wherever you can do it. And there's no guarantee that you're going to get back to a big city or your home, but you do this because you want to be a part of this industry. And that's the advice I think I would give to a young person first.
A lot of it is persevering. You talked about how you're not satisfied. You just want to keep going. You haven't made it and you're never going to make it. Through your entire career, what has been the hardest part, the hardest mountain that you've had to get over?
The hardest mountain I had to get over, I think, is missing things, regular things, day-to-day things with my son, not being there. Saturdays and Sundays, I'm gone, leaving on Thursday, coming back on Sunday. So I missed everything. And for me, I have some real feelings about that as I pursue my dream. And I miss some things.
Throughout the week, you were talking about how it's not work to you because you're doing what you love. You have that curiosity, that itch to keep finding out. If you just want to take us, you get the assignment, you're doing Illinois, Ohio State, or throughout the normal week. When you get that assignment, what preparation starts from that point?
I just start watching the games from the week before, watch Purdue, watch Minnesota versus Ohio State, watch Illinois versus Ohio State, start putting my boards together, really taking a deep dive into the players and their personalities and their stories, and just doing that for the whole week, watching football, college football shows that talk about that particular game and all of college football. It's just a whole world that I have a chance to be immersed in, and it happens to be my job, but I would do it for free. That's what us sports fans do anyway. So never really ends. It never really starts because it never really ends. You know, you roll from one game to the other game and to another game. And unfortunately, we only have 14 weeks of regular season football. I think it should be year round if it possibly could be, because I start having a serious Jones when football season is over. It's just perfect. But then we go into basketball. Yeah, it's not work if you really love it. That's kind of how I see it.
And a lot of us here call Big Ten Plus games, myself included, and we go over the different spotting charts, different type of boards you can go through. Now, I read you still handwrite yours, even with all the technology. If you just want to tell us a little bit about those spotting charts.
Well, you know, I like to handwrite it because I learn more about the players. And I'm not a big computer guy. And now as you get older, what you'll find out is that your eyes start messing with you. So a lot of times, you know, I got medicine in my glasses now that allows me to see. They're called, I got transition lenses, is it prescriptives or something like that, where you got the bifocal right here now, and it doesn't look as crazy as my dad's. So I like to handwrite it. I can make it bigger, and I can see it better, especially during the game. And it's the way I've always done it. So, you know, it's kind of hard to change.
And going through the preparation, you have the opportunity to talk to coaches. I really liked what you said before about the easiest way to talk to people is to talk about them. How do you maintain those relationships? Obviously, with Brett Bielema, he was with Wisconsin when you guys were calling those Big Ten championship games against Nebraska when they just joined the conference. Ryan Day, one of the top coaches, you guys are there quite often. How do you keep up with those relationships?
Well, when you go on the campus, you talk to them. But if you make a connection, then the key to relationships. I read one time by a wise man, the key to business is to create good relationships. And not only is the key to business creating good relationships, it's creating good relationships and then managing them. You have to manage a good relationship. So what does that mean? Hey man, let me just call my boy to see how he's doing. How you doing, coach? You good? Tell me something new. Let's talk about you. How are you? How do you like your team this year? And that's it. Managing good relationships. I think it's something that allows you to create connections with people. And then once you do that, the stories kind of come naturally, organically.
And you're known for just being so quick on your feet. The one that stands out to me the most, Hollywood Brown. He goes by Hollywood now. Do you come up with that in the moment? Is that something you think about leading up to games? Or is that just, you got it and you say it?
For me, I think the nicknames come from just trying to remember people's name. Like there's a young lady that I met today when we were having lunch today. Her name is Anna. The first thing I think of is Anna Banana. So I'm going to remember Anna's name. Where's Anna? There, see? That's the banana. So that's how I do it. Because there's so many names that I have to remember. And sometimes it's hard to remember names and just numbers. There's got to be something. So Hollywood Brown, yeah, I remember when I called his first game, this kid, little fast dude. I said, look, I kept saying Marquise Brown. Where's this kid from? Hollywood Brown. And there it is. He's making plays and that's Hollywood right there, Hollywood Brown. So that's the kind of stuff. So sometimes you think about it during your preparation. Sometimes it just comes naturally. So, yeah.
We'll talk about the game this weekend. You've seen Ohio State at their best when they beat Texas. You've seen Illinois at their best when they beat USC. A lot of people are going to take that number one team, but for you guys, obviously, in that middle, what are you kind of expecting? What are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm expecting Illinois to play the best game of their lives. INL. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm expecting. That Illinois is going to come out there. I mean, I know we're not even going to think about what happened at Indiana. That we just go. We all have those days, all right? But I think Illinois is going to play the best game of their life. It's going to be a sold-out crowd on a beautiful, nice, and cool day. Oh, man, last time I was here, it was so hot. And even in Ann Arbor last week, it was scorching hot. But it's not going to be like that on Saturday. And we're going to watch Luke Altmaier and that team play their hearts out. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I don't think Ohio State has really been challenged. Washington, they didn't beat them that bad, like they beat Grambling and like they beat Minnesota last week, like they beat Miami of Ohio. So I think that this is the best team that the national champions are going to play up until this point in the schedule, and they're playing them on the road. I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, thank you so much for. I know you're very busy. Obviously, biggest game of the year for both teams coming up. And to take time out of your day and talk to us aspiring journalists, it means a lot. So thank you.
Well, it means more to me than it means to you, because it gives me an opportunity to connect to young people that are hopeful, aspiring, dreaming, afraid to say, hey, man, it's going to be all right. It's cool. Like you, I like your style. I like how you're approaching it. You got a chance. Just keep going and don't quit and don't be afraid.
Thank you.
My man.